Hello, welcome to Monday Morning Banter, and I have with me Khush and Parag Bhai with me on Monday morning. Parag Bhai, to start off, this week is starting on a weak note. Means the cues are not good,
Correct.
and we have multiple things coming up in this week. One is the August 1 deadline, the second is the Fed meet, and third is a BOJ meet. And we are coming on the back of a weekend, which is a week earnings weekend. So, what's your take on this week?
So basically, see, as I keep saying that India is in a shape where macros are very good, liquidity is good in the market. The problem is with micro, and earnings has been a big challenge. There have been various reasons here and there which are taking our earning growth downwards. And for example, as you saw in the results of SBI card, for example, there's nothing good to look through into it, right? So Kotak Bank also highlighted stress in retail CV. Bajaj Finance highlighted stress in MSME unsecured loans. Plus, they also said that Karnataka as a state has a problem. So basically last year we had a lack of government spending. And at the same time, it coincided with tightness by RBI in terms of liquidity. All those things are now flowing in. So now that RBI has actually given so much of liquidity to the market, 3 lakh crore plus banking liquidity, they have dropped interest rate by 100 bips, they have done a CRR cut. All this will have to show after the festive season, because right now the monsoon is a lean season. So after festive, if it picks up, then it's good because all the macros are in place. There is no problem. Apart from over leveraging at the consumer end, I don't see any big real issue in the economy. So it has to pick up. But as you rightly said, the earnings will definitely not look good. And in such type of earnings, I think the results of ICICI Bank and Infosys were really good in my view, considering the sector issues.
Kush, he gave us a fundamental view. Technically, how are we placed? Because we are below 25,000 in Nifty, and today also we are on a weaker note. Where do you see the bottom for the market? Is there, and do you see a bottom much lower than what we are seeing today?
देखो पहले तो आई थिंक congratulations are in order for the numero uno position. Congratulations to you,
Thank
to
you.
all of us.
This is an entire team effort.
Absolutely, and I think the viewers deserve a lot of thanks for consistently giving us that love and support for all the hard work that's being done. So first up that. Secondly, I think as I mentioned earlier, what happened is the texture's gone a little weak. The first level of support was around 25,250. Then there was strong support zone at 24,900, 25,000. That's been breached. What this could mean is that perhaps we're looking at a near-term capitulation. If you remember, at the start of July, सारा कॉन्वर्सेशन था सीजनलिटी वाइज जुलाई इतना बढ़िया महीना होता है कि ऊपर जाता है
3% इंक्रीज रहता है
एग्जैक्टली
वी आर ऑलरेडी डाउन टू 20% इन जुलाई
करेक्ट तो सीजनलिटी तो आई एम नॉट श्योर इफ इट रियली प्लेज आउट नॉट अ बिग फैन ऑफ दैट स्टडी एनीवे लेकिन अब क्या हो रहा है कि यहां से डाउनसाइड रिस्क जो है ना वो लिमिटेड लग रही है उसका रीजन क्या है पीसीआर इज एट 0.7 FIIs are 86% short over 1 lakh contracts.
14%
long, correct. तो ये जो numbers हैं ये oversold, near term oversold territories को hit कर रहे हैं. Technically भी कुछ factors हैं जहां पे हम already oversold territory पे चले गए निफ्टी के साथ. तो अब आप क्या करोगे ऐसे में? आप short तो कर नहीं सकते, correct? Long करना sustainable basis पे जब तक 25,000 नहीं hit होता and just to be safe from my perspective 25,250 is that number जब तक वो नहीं हिट होता पोजिशनल लॉन्ग मुझे थोड़ा सा डाइसी लग रहा है
25,250 आप कह रहे हो
बिल्कुल
मतलब 400 पॉइंट के आसपास है यहाँ से
कौन सी बड़ी बात है आप सोचो शॉर्ट कवरिंग आएगा तो दूसरे दिन में हो जाएगा
So basically if there's a trade deal with India with this 15% tariff and without looking at agri and this thing dairy which India wants then it is possible then can be a short covering
मतलब we are factoring कि 15% तो हमको देना ही है राइट
that is so Europe also
इंडिया में 0% में नहीं होगा
नहीं बिल्कुल वो तो देखो आई डोंट थिंक कोई मान के भी चल रहा है वो वाली बात लेकिन जस्ट टू सर्कल बैक अभी अगर हमें निफ्टी पे कोई गेम खेलना है या मान लो कोई ट्रेड लेना है द ओनली ट्रेड राइट नाउ व्हिच ऑलरेडी सीम्स टू बी प्लेइंग आउट is a long trade because of the short covering bounce but वो आप 25,000 के आसपास ना प्रॉफिट बुक करके चलो
नो FI का FI Nifty open interest is around 31,000 odd crores. We're almost closer to the expiry which is on Thursday. And there's only this much left in the sense long positions 14% pair and I think even last time when we bounced back it hit 12 or something and then came back. So there isn't much of a downside left
correct.
But it's very risky for anyone to take that call and take कि आप कह रहे हो कि 25,250 पे ही आप लॉन्ग जाओ, उससे पहले मत जाओ.
नहीं. So मुझे let me rephrase. अगर आज आपको कोई ट्रेड लेना है तो आपका वो ट्रेड है शॉर्ट कवरिंग के लिए लॉन्ग ट्रेड. ठीक है, जो हमने देखा सुबह निफ्टी आई थिंक 90-100 पॉइंट्स के आसपास का नीचे डाउन टिक था, अभी अबाउट 20 पॉइंट्स और रह गया, तो ऑलरेडी 80 पॉइंट्स आप नीचे से तो रिकवर कर गए हो. यहां से क्या आप शॉर्ट कर सकते हो, रिस्क रिवॉर्ड रेशियो फेवरेबल नहीं है. नीचे में आप 100-200 पॉइंट जा सकते हो, ऊपर में आपको 300-400 पॉइंट की जगह, जैसा भाई ने भी बताया, अगर पॉजिटिव न्यूज आता है तो आज का ट्रेड आपका एक शॉर्ट कवरिंग ट्रेड लॉन्ग साइड पे. ठीक है, अब क्या मैं इसको पोजिशनल में कन्वर्ट करूं? राइट ना वो कन्विक्शन नहीं है, बिकॉज हमने मल्टीपल सपोर्ट जोन्स जो हैं वो ब्रेक किए हैं, टेस्ट किए हैं, फिर ब्रेक किए हैं, टेस्ट किए हैं, थोड़ा ऊपर गए, फिर ब्रेक किए हैं. तो मैं कह रहा हूं 2 टाइप का ट्रेड है, इंट्राडे और पोजिशनल. इंट्राडे में आप शॉर्ट कवरिंग के लिए खेल लो, पोजिशनल के लिए अगर खेलना है तो चलो 25,250 नहीं, एटलीस्ट 25,050, 25,100 जो है वो कन्विंसिंगली क्रॉस करके उसके ऊपर एक क्लोजिंग आने दो, फिर खेलना. क्योंकि फिर आप 24,900 का स्टॉप लॉस लगा के खड़े रह सकते हो.
पर उसके लिए पराग भाई, there are 2 things which is coming into play, right? One is the IT sector which is there. We have TCS announcing 2% layoffs, which is around 12,000 jobs, and we expect other IT companies to follow in the next couple of weeks or months, which would happen. It's basically house keeping जो हो रहा है वो हो रहा है basically, कि आपके जो long benches हैं उसको कम कर रहे हैं वगैरह वगैरह जो कर रहे हैं. Do you see that the index has the strength? Because banking has been, I wouldn't say weak, but hasn't been encouraging either in that, except for an ICICI Bank which was an outlier. बाकी सब बैंक्स ने कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम दी है. क्रेडिट कॉस्ट हाई है, NPA स्लाइटली ऊपर,
नीम
कंप्रेशन है, एंड व्हाट वी आर सेइंग इज कि जो आने वाला है द लिक्विडिटी, इट विल बी फ्रॉम सितंबर, which is basically we are looking at Q3.
Yes.
Q2 is almost like a washout for the market. So in that sense, is there a runway for that? As Kush is saying कि 25,050 पे आप कन्विक्शन से अंदर आओ.
नहीं तो 25,050 या 25,250 मेरे हिसाब से तभी होगा जब ट्रेड डील के बाद वहां से कुछ पॉजिटिव न्यूज आएगा. उसके बिना तो लुकिंग एट द अर्निंग्स, एज यू राइटली सेड, देयर इज नो नीड फॉर शॉर्ट सेलर्स टू कट आल्सो ना, बिकॉज अर्निंग्स आर वीक ओनली. So that is not going to change in a hurry, as you rightly said. It will be only after September the earning outlook will change. So what can happen in the interim positive is either US, so for example Europe trade deal at 15% or Japan trade deal like that. India can also, already Piyush Goyal ji is clearly saying that they have done a wonderful job there and they are expecting a deal, right? So the only thing which can trigger a big up move in the market is a trade deal, and that trade deal, if it happens, then it will cross those levels. And then market will come to the point that okay, earnings are not there, but they will come as usual. See, liquidity brings hope. And hope brings narrative, right?
But there's no dearth of liquidity.
That's what I'm saying.
Market.
That's what I'm saying.
You have 17 companies coming out with an IPO, 12 listings happening in this week.
Yeah, so liquidity is there. There is enough supply
only
also.
For primary market है. Secondary market में नहीं है.
So that's what, because secondary market में there is a dearth of earnings. Earning growth, if earning growth would have been better, definitely with such liquidity, we would have been sitting at a much higher level. Because see, there was a problem that due to narrative and liquidity, market went up. Now earnings have not caught up to that, right? Because the reality on the ground, as Kotak Bank said on the call, that even after the rate cut, the demand has not increased, the private sector capex has not come back. So reality on the ground was weak only. So basically now there is an adjustment going on.
So we expect the market to stay in this range till we have a certainty. Trigger 2-3 है. एक तो है कि अगर Fed काटता है, unexpectedly काटता है, तो then there's a bounce.
Then the entire world will fly and dollar will fall.
मैंने इसी को पता, जब मैंने थर्सडे मॉर्निंग एक्सपायरी डे के दिन हमको पता चल जाएगा कि कवरिंग हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है, right? That's what we have to do. And the second one is that before that, if we say that okay, we have reached the deal on trade, बाकी सब तो earnings को हम I think discount कर ही लिया market में, right?
I think rate cut will also happen in September, not now, because
the Trump is asking for one.
Yeah, but the point is that see, he might sound a little bit more dovish. That okay, 2 rate cuts are still on the table, and we'll have to see what happens due to tariffs and all.
So अगर आप देखें ना, miss, I'm being a devil's advocate here for both of you. From a Powell's point of view, Japan is a big trading partner. EU is a big trading partner. China is one where they have they've gone a standstill.
Now there is a 90-day
thing which is ending in mid-August, and I think on Monday they're doing a discussion to extend the deadline, which is there. So 80% of the trade is being taken care of by Trump, either in agreements or everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
In that sense. बाकी छोटे मोटे सारे countries हैं, including India, which is there. We have only $130 billion
Correct.
which is there, but 80% has been taken care of. So does it give enough comfort to Powell now, saying that okay, I have much better visibility now?
Yeah, it will give. For example, I'll tell you. For example, if something is settled at 15%, the actual price increase for a US consumer will not be more than 5% on that particular commodity.
Yeah.
Because something will be taken care of by the exporting country. For example, China gives rebates to its exporters. So it reduces the load for a Chinese manufacturer. Right? So the Chinese manufacturer will take some kind of, I'm just giving hypothetically China, but any other, Europe or India or whatever. So there will be some hit out of that 15% which will be taken by that exporting country and exporting company. Some hit will be taken by a US counterpart who is importing, like Walmarts of the world. And only some part will be transferred to the, passed on to the consumer. So that much inflation will be lesser hit. So I would say inflation will go up in a lesser way.
Your last take on this? Where are we headed in this very volatile? I think this is the most volatile week for this month, right?
So far. What is interesting is this has come on the back of VIX, which was sub 11.
Yes.
And now sub 12. It's just seen a mild spike, correct? तो मेरा यही एक theory है कि हर बार हम यही समझते हैं कि VIX ऊपर जाएगा तो मार्केट नीचे जाएगा. While there is a strong correlation between that, ये जरूरी नहीं है. मैं ये भी मानता हूं, और ये इंस्टेंसेस हमने रिसेंट पास्ट में देखे. पिछले 2 साल में हमने 2 बार ऐसे इंस्टेंसेस देखे जहां पे विक्स भी स्पाइक हुआ और मार्केट्स भी ऊपर गए. तो मेरे हिसाब से आई थिंक हम उस फेज में फिर से एंटर करेंगे जहां पे विक्स भी आपका स्पाइक होगा, वापस 14-15 के आसपास आ जाएगा, और कुछ भी पॉजिटिव एनी कॉर्नर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, एनी कॉर्नर ऑफ द कंट्री से आता है ना, तो आप एक शॉर्ट कवरिंग बाउंस देखोगे जो 25,000 जो पिवटल लेवल हो जाएगा. बैंक निफ्टी अगर देखो, हाँ बोलो.
मैं विक्स की बात आप कर रहे थे, तो यू नो व्हाट, ऑन फ्राइडे वी सॉ दैट profit put unwinding happened about 25,000 levels, right? And calls almost came down.
Yes.
Now when you're saying this कि थोड़ा bounce होगा, तो now we have to see calls again pushing about 25,000 levels and building positions there, right?
So 25,000 pivotal level है, उसको क्रॉस करने के लिए मशक्कत लगेगी. वहां तक तो हम एक सिंपल शॉर्ट कवरिंग बाउंस पे ऐसे ही जा सकते हैं विदाउट एनी न्यूज, क्योंकि हम ऑलरेडी ओवरसोल्ड टेरिटरीज में हैं.
जेन स्ट्रीट भी नहीं है आज,
नहीं है, बिल्कुल.
पर जेन स्ट्रीट के भाई लोग तो हैं.
देखो यही तो मैं कह रहा था कि देखो जेन स्ट्रीट का, जैसे मैंने एक स्टडी निकाला था, अगर आप पिछले 4 साल का एफएनओ लॉस देखोगे रिटेल का, तो करीब 2,86,000 करोड़ के आसपास का है. आप जेन स्ट्रीट का प्रॉफिट देखोगे तो आई थिंक 35-36,000 करोड़ का, विच मींस अबाउट 12%. तो बाकी का 88% भी तो कोई और लेके गया है ना, तो जेन स्ट्रीट के साथ भी और लोग हैं मार्केट में, तो एक्टिविटी तो मार्केट में चलती रहेगी. Whether what they did was right or wrong is something is under discussion, debate and review, वो चल रहा है. But volatility expiry day, expiry week में तो लाजमी है, आप पकड़ के चलो होगी.
रिटेल को क्या करना चाहिए? होल्ड टाइट.
हाँ, देखो अगर आपका पोजिशनल स्टैंड पॉइंट है तो अभी आप होल्ड करके चलो. शॉर्ट कवरिंग, शॉर्ट करने में मतलब नहीं है. शॉर्ट कवरिंग बाउंस के लिए खेल सकते हो, अगर ट्रेड नहीं है तो शॉर्ट कवरिंग बाउंस के लिए खेलो टिल 25,000. बियॉन्ड दैट वील नीड सम फैक्टर्स, सम पुश टू गो पास्ट एंड सस्टेन.
Yeah, so basically there is no point in surrendering at current levels. That is what because India's, and so I don't understand charts, but from fundamentally speaking, India में macro का कोई issue नहीं है. Macro is everything is healthy. Okay, the only problem is that, as I said, last year जो problems हुए वो अभी results में दिख रहा है. और at the same time market has taken a narrative कि RBI rate cut कर रहा है, CRR cut कर रहा है, liquidity है, तो market एक ऊपर के level पे चला गया, तो एक adjustment है. It's a small adjustment which needs to happen, and then market should move on. So I feel that if you are holding to a good quality stocks, don't sell.
Thank you very much, Khush and Parag bhai, to joining us in Monday Morning Banter, and let's see what this volatile week is holding for all the retail investors.